shit.
Check, check, check. If you're hearing the sound of my voice or watching YouTube, that means you're now tuned into another chapter of the Introverted Intuition podcast. My name is Jeff, aka future New York Times bestselling author, aka future Amazon #1 bestselling author. As always, I got my boy with me, CR. Say what's up to the people.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? If you're hearing the sound of my voice, it's your man CR908, aka Conscious Rap, BKA Chocolate Rod, representing Jump Out the Frame, JOTF Records. Let's go.
We back in the crib for a week. Virtual recording.
Say it again?
Said we back in the crib, virtual recording.
Just for now, you know, niggas got moves to make in the background, you know what I'm saying? Gotta prepare and shit.
I feel like you're making a lot of moves right now, man.
Big moves in my personal life and musically. I'm moving out of this fucking apartment, bro, into a freshly renovated apartment, 1 bedroom. Bro, I'm just excited to step my shit up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being independent, it's like levels to the shit for real, yo. Because it's like, at first when I was living on my own, I started off staying and renting someone's room out. Then eventually I got my own apartment. It was in the hood. Now I'm moving to a better part of my city in a better apartment. The next step after this is ownership.
Mm-hmm. I've been trying to save as much as I can. Like, rent has been going down. Like, prices going down pretty much everywhere for every type of apartment, either in Jersey, in New York. So I'm looking at February. I feel like February, March of next year is going to be the real test of like when things will start to get back to normal. I feel like after November, like after the election, after the end of the year, I feel like it's going to be when the real shift occurs. So I'm just playing the waiting game.
Yeah.
Save, man. Like, I feel like in the past, like when I was like really depressed, I would like spend a lot of money and buy clothes and buy food to like kind of like distract me from that. But since like I'm not depressed, I feel like I got no reason to spend money. Like I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like saving is just what I should be doing. I don't know. I got nothing I want, you know?
I definitely hear you. You're feeling more fulfilled and content because you found something else that's more, you know, fulfilling than buying clothes or buying food. And that's being a creator. You love to create. You're creating, bro. Think about it. Not even just with the podcast, but with the merch. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the other day I was wearing the burgundy black sheep sweatshirt.
Yeah.
I wore it to go to this Dolce's in Elizabeth, and the security guard was like, yo, that shirt is fire. So I was like, all right, bet. And I waited until the end of the night when I was getting to leave, and I was like, yo, man, if you want to buy one of these, just follow our podcast, and here's our merch. And it was like, man, let me tell you, bro, these designs that you be coming up with, they really working, bro. People see our shit, and they're like, yo, where can I get that?
That's crazy.
Like, that really happened, bro.
That's crazy. Like, pretty much any money I'm investing right now is just going into the shit that I actually care about. It's like for the betterment of my future, like the merch and stuff like that. Like, that's crazy. Like, just hearing stuff like that, because that was literally just an idea.
Like, and I'm gonna edit those pictures. You know, by the weekend that should be done. So that way we have those fresh pictures. Ooh, ready to post. Man, now I remember I got mad fresh pictures. Ooh, I haven't posted like that either.
For the listeners, we did a photo shoot over the weekend for our new merchandise collection, and some fire ass photos. That was a good ass day too.
We had so much fun, bro, and we got so much work done. That's what I like, when we work and we have fun, yo.
Word. But yo, what I didn't tell you around that day was I had been sick since that Thursday, but that day we did the shoot was the best day I felt. I wasn't really sick at that point.
Oh.
But I thought I was at death's door, man. I thought I had COVID, yo.
What?
Because the day after that, and like, it was like really bad, like that Thursday, Friday. I think we did the shoot Saturday. And then like that Sunday, Monday, and a little bit of this past Tuesday, like I was mad sick, yo. Like, fucking fever symptoms, sweating when it's cold out, cold when it's supposed to be hot. I was having trouble breathing, all that shit. Then I got a COVID test like that Sunday. That was my second one. And I had mad anxiety. And I feel like because I was getting anxious, my immune system was lowering even more. So I was just in that constant cycle of sickness. But I'm good. It was just like a cold, and it was like a mixture of like allergies. I don't have COVID. But
Thank God.
but yo, like I had really like kind of like accepted. It was weird. I got to this weird place in life in that moment where like I kind of accepted that was it. Like I told my mom, I was like, "Yo, be prepared." I was ready to
Oh
text.
my God.
I was ready to. I literally said that, yo, and I was like, I was about to text everyone, but like, yo, this might be it, yo. I really thought I had it, yo, because like my immune system, like I don't know, it goes in and out, and like during the wintertime, like faster, like the more it gets cold, I don't know, I just get sick like really bad once a year, but it was more scary because of COVID. And I had actually the week prior, I went on a date with a chick who had COVID twice, but she recovered.
Oh.
So I was just like, yo, what up? It was in New York. We were in New York at first, and then like went back to her crib in Irvington or whatever. And I was just like,
In
yo.
Irvington. Ooh.
But yeah, man, like I thought I was it, man. I was mad and I was like scared. But we good. COVID free.
Thank God you're alive.
Man. Word.
You know, I didn't think I had COVID, but I have been getting over a cold,
Mm,
and I was so pissed because I felt like I got sick from my cousin when she came over. She was sneezing,
mm,
and we were all smoking, and she was saying it was her allergies or whatever.
mm,
But the very next day, I woke up. You know how you get that feeling in the back of your throat? It
mm-hmm.
started feeling like a little itch, and then it starts getting a little sore. The next thing you know, you start sneezing, and you
Yeah.
start coughing, and it
Yeah.
just keeps progressing until you're spitting up mucus. It's like disgusting. That all has happened to me in the last week, and I've
That's
been
crazy.
pissed.
I think it's just
And
the weather
yeah,
changes.
that's what she said that, and her boyfriend said that because he was smoking with us too. He said he didn't feel sick after that day.
Mm. But
But
I think
mhm.
going forward, I'm just gonna be more careful, like even more careful, I guess, with the mask and stuff, because I really don't want that shit.
I think I'm about to completely stop smoking off people. At this
Yeah.
point, I'm grown. We're grown. Bring your own weed. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be that because I don't know. That's the only time I get sick is if I get sick from somebody else. I never just catch a cold. You know what I'm saying? The only
Yeah.
time I get sick is if I get sick off of someone else now.
Yeah. During these times, it's definitely more risky. Like I guess I gotta teach myself how to roll then, because that the only time I've ever smoked is smoking after somebody else. So,
I gotta teach you.
huh?
I gotta teach you how to roll, bro. It's easy.
I know the process itself seems easy, but I'll figure it out. But I actually had a question for you. Like I was thinking about this. I've been like analyzing like because I'm about to really transition to this new phase of life, and like I feel like you are too. I feel like kind of our lives are like kind of always synonymous with each other in terms of our journey,
Parallel. Yeah.
like really loosely connected, but like really similar.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about being successful versus being accomplished, and I was curious, which one do you feel like you are currently in life?
Ah, man, that is such a good question, Jeff. Wow. What do I feel more like, successful or accomplished? I feel more accomplished than successful.
Mm,
And that's because I already hit a lot of milestones that some people haven't hit, even in their 30s and in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I went to school, I got 2 degrees on my own. Um, I don't have crazy debt. You know what I'm saying? I have a great credit score. I started my own company.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? I've traveled outside of the country. You know what I'm saying? I've done some things that some people still haven't done yet. So to me, I feel accomplished, but successful, not yet. I feel like I am on a journey of success. This is kind of the entry level of my success. Like I'm definitely on the right path. to being successful, but I feel more accomplished than successful because I still have so much more to do, but that doesn't take away from all that I've already done. You know how some people are in the industry from kids and they never had a regular life because they just basically been famous since they were kids, right?
Yeah.
And there's certain things they don't do until later, like go to college and do this normal people stuff. They don't do that till later. I feel like my journey is in reverse. I've been living that normal life. I've had such an enriched, normal, non-famous life that it makes me such a great grounded person. And I feel like my success is going to come towards this part of my life, and I'm going to be able to just have a different perspective than my peers who've been
Right.
famous since they were kids. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
feel like I'll be in the same arena as them, but I'm going to be more down to earth because I wasn't famous since I was a kid.
You know, it's that's a great answer, and I kind of loosely agree with that. But I'm gonna be honest, yo. Like, I feel like people look at success as like feeling successful is like being at the end, right? Like you did everything you wanted to do. Like there's like this weird, I don't know if this is the right word to use, finality label that we put on successful. But the more and more I manifest, yo, like I bought a journal too. Like I've been writing down everything, yo. Like ever since that um shit tarot card reading with Amelia. Like she told me to buy a journal that day, and I'd already been thinking about it, but I never committed to it. And the more and more I manifest things, especially like when things I really want happen, like the live show, for example. Like deep down, outwardly I was very nervous, but like deep down, I knew it would happen. And like when that in that moment really in that moment after it was done, like I wasn't as excited because I knew it would happen, right? So like the more and more I manifest things, and the more and more I move forward without fear, and things just happen for me the way I want, I feel like that's never gonna stop. So it's just like my mind is already there. I'm such a futurist. I'm already way past in my mind, like the book release and stuff like that is coming up for me. In my mind, that thing has already happened, already successful, right? So like I'm kind of my mind is so far ahead of my goals, and I feel like my body's just catching up. So I feel like
Yeah.
everything is really happening for me. So I do feel successful in that aspect. But anytime that I've ever gone against that inner voice in my head and done something that my mind told me I couldn't do, I don't know. It just made me more success. It just made me feel more successful. Like any moment where I could do anything, I don't know. I feel successful. Like I feel successful and accomplished.
I like that answer. It's honest. You feel me? And it's true. Like that's the misconception that success is a destination when it's really a journey. You
Right.
know, you're right. It's a mindset. Success is a mindset. It's a standard. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way we carry ourselves and the way we're moving. We are successful. I definitely agree with that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And
Um,
go ahead.
yeah. And I was just gonna say, like, I just think there's like levels to success.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't think we're peaked. I don't think we're at our prime. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like we are successful. Our show is not failing. It's the total opposite. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It keeps growing and expanding. Now we've got merch. Like we are successful. But I feel like there's levels to success and we still have more levels to obtain.
Right. Like there's definitely so much more to accomplish for sure. Like I'm not like content with where I'm at by any means, but I just feel so invincible. It's just like, yeah, and everything I want will be mine, so I will be successful. So,
Keep that because that you're speaking your truth and it will manifest.
man, manifestation is like it's so crazy how much your life changes when you just stop being depressed. Like it feels like a whole world is like at my fingertip. Like it feels like my vision of just like everything I see is just wider. Like it feels like things are like the view of life is just becomes more narrow when you're
That's
depressed.
exactly how I feel, bro. That's why it's so easy for me to get lost in my own world because I like separate from society, bro, separate from family and everybody else's problems. My life is fucking great. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? I love my life. I love my existence. Like it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But because I'm not just worried about myself, that's when the feelings of concern come when I'm worried about my family, my friends, and other people. But when it's just me, yo, it's like, yo, my brain, the way I think, I'm constantly generating positive energy within myself.
Right.
So because of that, that's why I'm able to like charge other people up or be around other people and give them that boost. It's
Mm-hmm.
because it's the way we think, bro. And you've shifted your thinking, you're feeling that same power. You've turned yourself into a powerhouse. I think you've always had that ability, but now you've learned and been aware of it. And because of that insight, you're now in a position where you're honing that power and you are just manifesting. It's a gift from God, the ability to manifest, bro.
Yeah, like I definitely owe like a lot of your positive energy for my growth. Like you definitely helped me a lot. Like you're definitely one of the key people in my life that definitely helped me. And I got like 2 points in my mind I want to go with this conversation. But I guess the first point is like what kind of helped me get to this space was being alone and like self-reflecting. Like
Mm.
for a while, like I feel like I would lean on a few different things as crutches to like get me through the day, whether it be the podcast, even when I was in therapy actively. I felt like my experience during therapy like really was like the best shit for me at the time. But I realized that like all these other outlets are temporary. Like they could easily go away, but what will remain will be me in my mind, in my heart. So I actively chose to stop investing into therapy to see if I could stand on my own 2 feet on my own, you know?
Yeah.
And that definitely really helped me in terms of the trajectory of my growth, because all I had was me during these moments. All I had was me to face. And it's just been the most beneficial experience, man. Like I wrote a whole nother book after the one that's about to come out soon. And I that whole fucking book is like a self-reflection manual. Like but I wrote it in a way into like a story context. It's like super beautiful. And a lot of like the closure and answers that I sought from outside sources, like why did my dad leave, or why did me and this girl break up? Why did this girl, when we were going through our breakup, say these things about me? And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't seek the answers to those questions through any other means but myself. I really
Mm-hmm.
checked myself. I really put the mirror up and kept it there. And yeah, I feel healed. I'm not perfect, but I feel healed for sure.
I love that, man. I could tell, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could just tell, like, your whole vibe is different. You know what I'm saying? I think also, just going through what we've been through with different types of energy and people that we were working with, a lot of things have shifted. I
Mm-hmm.
felt like, you know what I'm saying, like we are just in a better place overall, and our energy between us and what we're exchanging on the show,
Mm.
that's really propelling us forward. And, it's really like we're combining our energy when we do these episodes, bro. It's the same thing with music. When I do a feature with somebody, it's like we're putting our energy together and we're giving that energy out to people who are listening, bro. Like, it's so simple, the average person just won't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of shifting the way you think, always looking at the glass half full. It's a good tool to have in a world of negativity,
Right.
you know?
And speaking of like what we do, like on this show, this is kind of going loosely back towards like success versus accomplishment. I feel like we should all kind of feel accomplished with everything that we do, because when you look to your left, your right, up, down, you won't see anyone else like you with a similar story who
Yeah.
has done what you have done, right? So
Yeah.
it's just like no one could possibly emulate what we do on the show. No one could possibly emulate the sound and style of your music or my writing or whatever. So it's just like I feel like that's success and a right to be able to recognize your power that only you have, and to be able to master and to continue to expand upon your craft. If that
I
makes sense.
agree. I agree. Perfectly said.
Like
Perfectly said.
but really like reconfirm this thought too is like listening to your newer music that people haven't heard yet, which I want people to hear. It's just like I really always go back to the first time I heard your music and I like thought you sounded like Drake. And it's just like to go from then to now, it's like this guy has his own style. Like when I hear it, like no, that is CR now. So it's
And
just like,
it's only getting more distinct, bro. I've been working on my voice, bro. I'm confident. I can say now, people, everybody listening, I can sing.
mm,
I
wow,
can sing. I can sing. I'm releasing an R&B EP this winter. It's called Cold Hearted.
oh yeah,
3 records, 3 tracks, just 3, and I'm singing singing it on all 3.
that's crazy, yo. That's dope. Like that's like the power of mastery. Like you mastered your craft and you just run it. Like that's just dope. That's crazy.
I I figured out my technique, my recording technique, and I figured out what works with my voice when it comes to engineering. If I don't need auto tune, but I know how to use it now
Mm.
when I record at home. So I'm telling you, bro, it's about to be crazy. Like I don't know what it is. I just tapped into a new level. It's just like everything that's going on in my life. I've been just living a lot of life. So now I have so much shit to say in my music. It's like I have so many ideas for so much to say, bro. I really feel like a genius, yo. I really do.
Yeah. That I mean that's I feel like mastering one thing is like is that's definitely power. But like to be able to try new things and then make that and have what you're trying, like have other people receptive to it and you feel good doing it and like you feel confident enough to say like, yo, like I'm this now. Like to be able to master one craft is crazy, but like to keep doing and expanding your palette and your resume is even more impressive. I think that's what a true genius is. I feel like to not only have the understanding, but the skill to attempt and uh accurately do like whatever it is you're trying to master, like so.
Yes. I agree. Being adaptive and being able to, be a chameleon. And I think that's the true mastery of being a genius. That is what you hit the nail right on the head because, bro, I'm so confident in how I sound now. Like, I've been confident in my rap voice and how I rap, but I learned how to sing. I taught myself how to sing, like how to record R&B records. Like, there's a technique in how you record it. And it's not just singing straight through. You know what I'm saying? And my writing is getting better. Oh man, I'm just ready. I'm so ready because it's a different form of expression, and when you start singing, it's a different pain and a different vibration when you're singing certain words. That
Hmm.
delivery's about to hit harder than ever, bro.
I feel like R&B actually like R&B is like definitely probably my favorite genre of music. Like I sing all the time too. Like I actually want to record myself singing one day to see how it sounds. But like I feel like you could feel outside of like the instrumentation of the song or whatever, when someone's singing, to be able to control like the inflections in your voice and that paired with like maybe something somber or whatever you're talking about, like I feel like you feel that more as opposed to someone just rapping, if that makes sense.
Yes, you do. And that's why I want to master. And that's why I wanted to work so hard on being able to sing because it's going to make my rap better. I'm not just going to rap no more. Every time I rap, I'm going to put a melody behind it. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to feel what I'm saying even more. Like, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a muscle, bro. The more you do it, the better. It's so natural now. When I'm recording and I'm coming up and I'm writing, and I'm performing what I got to perform on the mic, bro. It comes out so smooth now. I just kept practicing, bro, and
Mm,
now I really got it. Even when I was, and that's why I was pissed off when I got sick, because it stopped me. It was like fuck that put a pause because I was so like congested and sore throat. I couldn't record. I
yeah.
just was able to record like last night.
But yo, you remember in the morning J. Cole Drake was like
Yes,
sick on that and he still sounded good. I don't know if he
he,
did like an interview around that time and he said he was sick. You could have
bro.
tried that.
I think that's why they had the whole concept of hitting in the morning because he sounded like he just woke up. I
That
think
is,
that was perfect. The
yeah.
perfect way to camouflage it. You feel me? Make it work in your favor.
Yo, you should try to do covers to songs too.
I've heard people say that now that I've worked on my singing, I have so many songs that I want to do covers to. People have told me I should do that.
Yeah, I feel like people like those videos go viral all the time. People who have been established artists from doing a cover, like you could definitely do that, bro.
I think I will work on it. Just do the cover and then, shoot a little video to it because I don't know if I'm good enough to do a live cover yet.
Yeah, I think that's like one thing that's really that you and like maybe all your artists need is just maybe like even more visuals, like even just iPhone shot videos.
That's what we're working on. We're gonna keep doing more visuals because that's the thing that makes people want to follow you when they can see you, not just hear you.
Yeah, like
That's You're right.
Killer, like he's so animated. Uh, he's just like personable, like a mad energy. Like he needs more videos for sure.
He needs way more videos. I agree.
Yo, did you know that guy did acid that day we did the photo shoot?
No.
Yo, I went to his IG story the day after. He recorded himself taking an acid tab. That's like a random side note, but that was so funny to me. Like I had no idea.
Yeah. You
But
be getting trippy.
yeah, that was mad. But that was mad funny. But yeah, bro, like keep up with this. Are you gonna go by like what do you? You're gonna like have an R&B artist name like CR&B or Chocolate Rod or?
I mean, I already said whenever I'm doing for the ladies, the CR stands for Chocolate Rod, but it's just gonna be CR908. I've thought about going by my real name if I ever go full fledged R&B. I've thought about just going by my. I've thought about it, but I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't think I'm old enough. I still enjoy being CR. I need
Sure.
to do that later on if I'm gonna be you know what I'm saying, a Gerald Levert, uh Brian McKnight. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna be
Yeah,
that type of nigga, that's gonna be later on.
I think just keep it CR. Like that's like a household name at this point. So like to people to
Everybody
see you
loves it.
multi-talented.
I just keep it CR and multi-talented. You hear CR, what other what else when you hear those two letters together, what else do you even think of? Like whenever you hear CR, you're gonna think of me, bro. Like anytime you hear those letters together.
Yo, random side note. I reached out to Bryson Tiller to get him on the podcast. Yo, I love that album so much, man.
I love it so much
I
too.
gotta talk to that guy, man.
Yo, me and you are really brothers, yo. Cause I swear to God, that's how much I loved it. I thought about, yo, maybe I should send him a long ass DM just to tell him how
Yeah,
much that album is what inspired me to really take singing serious. Like I was
wow.
singing serious before that, but
Yeah,
that album was like, yo, I can fucking sing. Cause I was singing my heart out to that nigga's album, bro. That
bro.
nigga's album, bro. How did he do that shit, yo?
Yo, I don't like. This is my thing with Brett. Like, first of all, like I've seen interviews with him. Like, I kind of just vibe with him on a personal level. I feel like I really relate to this guy a lot. Especially he did the most recent interview with Genius with Rob Markman. It was a great interview, and just the way he was speaking about like his experience like with mental health and shit like that. I just really relate to that guy. But the music, man, it's just too good. Like I think I like it more than his first album, Trap Soul. Like I just think it's I don't know, man. I like
It is
both.
a more mature version.
Right.
They go hand in hand. Those Trap Soul and Anniversary are the two best Bryson Tiller albums out.
Yeah. His second
I don't
album
care
was pretty good too. True to
which
Self.
one.
True to Self.
Self Made.
No, it's called True to Self.
Oh, yeah, True to Self. That one, yeah. I mean, I didn't really like that album because I felt like he was flexing on that album.
He said in the interview that his label kind of like forced that album and rushed that album out. So he
I
wasn't really
could tell.
yeah.
See, I didn't know that, but I could tell just because I listened to it and I was like, man, this ain't Bryson. The shit he talking about on that album. I'm not saying that he wasn't being real, but that's not the shit he really talk about. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's
I'm about
like
to
not, huh?
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I felt like this album. Now that's motherfucking Bryson motherfucking Tiller, nigga.
He was in his bag, yo.
He was
And
in his bag.
track with Drake too was so good too. Out of Time.
All right, I'll be honest. That's my least favorite track on the album.
Wow. It
My
grew on me.
least favorite. The reason I say that, I don't like. Oh man, I love Bryson and I love Drake. If you guys ever hear this episode, I love you guys so much. Don't ever think that I don't by what I'm about to say. But I didn't like Drake's melodies on the beginning part of his verse. I felt like it was a little too elementary. And it just, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I feel like they weren't in the studio together when they made it.
Oh my God. Jeff, I swear to God, you're so smart because that's the truth.
Yeah.
You can tell they sent it to each other. Drake did his part, or Bryson did his part and sent it to Drake. I swear to God, that's why I don't like the song, because I could tell they were not in the studio together. Like, you can just tell.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just like, nah, I don't like that song. Like, that's my least favorite song. My absolute favorite songs is Always Forever. That shit. Years Go By, the first fucking song. Oh my God. Soon Girls Call Me Danny Phantom. Like, yo, that shit. Yo, his flow is crazy, bro.
Yo, I like that track, Sorrows, track 6.
And Sorrows, yeah.
And Things Change, man. Oh my, like, he's talking that talk, man.
Timeless Interlude. Oh my God.
Yeah.
World's getting colder.
Hey man, I say all this to say, Bryson, I'm gonna chop this clip up. I'm gonna tag him. Bryson, if you see this, man, come on the podcast, man. We can talk some mental health talk. We can talk music. We can talk whatever, man. Let's get it.
Bro, I'd be so gassed if that nigga comes on our show. Oh my, and I know he's an introvert by listening to his music, because he be talking about how he ain't never want to be famous and he ain't want all this attention and all this shit. Yo, I want to pick his brain, bro. He's an interesting motherfucker, bro.
Word. Let's put it into the universe. It's gonna happen.
All right, we're gonna have Bryson on the show, y'all.
That'd be crazy. But yeah, man, like, I feel like there's like, but all this has been going on this year. There's a lot of good music that dropped this year. Like, I want to do like a top 10 album list of the year, like in December for sure.
All right, so I'm gonna get my shit together.
Yeah, like, I've been writing down every album that I've been hearing and listening. Like, my favorite album still to drop this year is Brent Faiyaz, "Fuck the World." That's like, that's some toxic R&B at its core, man. I love it.
I gotta listen to it because I like Brent Faiyaz. Last thing I listened to was Sound Boy.
That's your lane, man. That's some toxic shit. Not saying you toxic, but you can get there.
You funny as hell, bro. And you know what they say, right? They said, I seen some shit on Instagram that said, if you ever see somebody with butterflies or roses tatted on them, they're toxic. You seen that?
No.
Oh, they said that. Well, I just got some roses done. Like,
you got new? That's new.
Yeah.
Yo, you fucking. Last time I saw you talking about saving the money and shit, you just come back with a new tat. Like, you balling.
Nah, I'm not balling. I already had this paid for and taken care of, sir.
Okay. Damn, that's fire though. I gotta see the whole shit when it's like healed.
I got you.
I've been wanting some new shit. Like, I just need some new energy in my life. Like, I got like a bunch of new earrings and stuff, like little shit. I gotta get a haircut. I haven't had a haircut in months.
I'm getting a haircut this week. I'm looking a little scruffy.
I'm looking wild. Like, my hair is like getting long as shit. It never get like this. But
I'm letting the top of my hair grow though. I'm letting the curls come out.
Shit. Oh yeah, yo. So I got the final draft of my book cover today. The one I sent you yesterday wasn't the final.
Okay, so you got the final now.
We in the publishing phase now, man. It's lit out here, man.
Bro, so you need a location for your book release, right?
I got 2 in mind.
Yo, just let me know, bro, because I want to be there, man. Like, I'm gonna be so happy when you have that book release, bro. Because you're like, yo, you're somebody very close to me that wrote a book, bro. It's just like, man, like, that's hard, bro.
My goal is to sell 5,000 copies for $15 a pop. That's $75,000, and that's what I want. And that's
so realistic. That's so realistic.
That's what I want, and that's what I'm gonna get. Like, without, like, no one could tell me anything different, yo. That's what I want, and that's what I'm gonna get.
That's so realistic.
And it's funny, like like ever since I finished the book, I've been thinking about like the beginning, like the early days of it. And one conversation I had with my ex when I was explaining to her, I was so happy to tell her about it. She was like one of the first people I was telling about it. And the first thing she said to me after I was done explaining it to her was, well, what makes your story so special? Like, what makes you feel like people want to hear that? That response alone kind of like discouraged me. It made me feel like my story, my life is like kind of insignificant to even be able to be told. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I feel like a lot of people get like that, not just terms of books or even podcasting or music, but some people just feel like their life is insignificant because they're not established, they're not successful or accomplished. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I really had to fight through that and just write through that because, like again, like I said earlier, when I look to my right, my left, up and down, there's no one else like me, no one that
Exactly.
has my experiences. So I
The
just had to
things
stare.
that you might think are insignificant, somebody might hear, and it might change their whole fucking life.
Man, come on. And it's crazy. Like it's just like, you know, when you hear certain things from certain people, like your close peoples, and they, even though they're telling their truth, it hurts even more because you know them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that really got me down for a minute, man. But I'm glad I fought through that shit.
I'm glad you fought through it too, because no cap, I remember when I was in junior college, my communications teacher said something, and I forgot. I was talking about. I think I said, "Yo, I should write a book," because I had went through so much, and at that time I was only like 22,
Mm,
and she was like, "You're only 22. Nobody cares about what you've been through."
mm,
She was like, "What have you been through? You're only 22," and I was just like, "And this is a privileged Italian white woman sitting here telling me, you know, that I'm 22 and there's nothing that I've been through."
mm-hmm.
And it's funny because it's just like I have a I have a book that I had started and I haven't been working on it since. It's called Remember It All. And it
Mm,
is my life, it's basically my life memoir. Me telling about my life from when I can remember all the way up to current date. And I've just been waiting for the right time to finish it, because whenever I put it out, I wanted it to be like right before I become nationally successful. You know what I'm saying? On that big level, I want to write this book before then, because the shit that people are gonna read in there is gonna make them be like, "Damn, he knew what he was doing the whole fucking time." They're gonna think I was a prophet.
mm. Shit. I mean, anytime you have that motivation, I say do it, man.
I gotta
Like the
get back on the
the
horse.
bug we're writing, like it's just a different level of peace. It's a different level of power too. Like
You know what
I
it is, Jeff? I used
so
to write so much more, but it was this environment that I'm currently in that was distracting me from being able to write, bro. I'm talking about sometimes it be music blasting, people arguing, people cursing, like all types of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm happy I'm moving, because I think I'm gonna actually be in a more creative space. That was
yeah.
actually in my tarot card readings with Amelia. She said she knew before I even said, like, something new is about to begin for you. You're about to be able to tap back into your creative pathways.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, man, that's crazy, because that's what I need. I'm ready to start reading and writing, bro. I used to read and write all the time when I first moved in here. You know what I'm saying? But lately, I've just been so busy trying to earn money and trying to network. I haven't been studying and just getting back to it.
Yeah. There's something about like just the idea of like home. Like I don't know, it's like the comfort of home brings about certain creative energy, but I think as humans, we all have to eventually move on and switch up our surroundings and our environments to get that refresh and that um, reminder of like our creativity. And I think your new place is definitely gonna help. Like as soon as you walk through the door, you're just gonna feel like that new wave of energy. Like
No way, I'm not. You know, I'm gonna set it up because I'm starting from scratch. Everything I'm, everything in my apartment is gonna be a reflection of who I am artistically, bro. I'm
mm,
gonna put my personality in my new apartment. I'm gonna print out pictures off of my Instagram, like, very popular pictures that people know. I'm gonna put them and hang them instead of having them on my fucking phone. I'm gonna have them in my house. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Me performing. So that way, when I walk around, people come to my house, you already know what I do. You don't gotta ask. You just look around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn because I have a bedroom and a living room. I'm gonna turn my bedroom into my studio. I'm just gonna get a futon and I'm gonna turn my bedroom into my studio. As long as I have somewhere to sleep, and then my living room, I'm gonna have a regular living room, with a big long couch and have it set up like that. But my room, I'm gonna dedicate that space to a studio, bro. I'm gonna turn it to a studio.
Why not?
Why not?
Like fuck paying for like studio time. Oh yeah, like that'd be
I'm ready.
perfect. Like
I'm ready to really start producing everything from home, bro. Like I'm ready because you know what? That's what made Travis Scott sound the way he sounds. He was engineering and mixing his own shit,
word.
producing his own shit.
You know what I also makes like what also like makes like us like geniuses and great is like no one's teaching us the stuff that we're good at. Like we're learning things on our own and we're doing things independently and we're just
Yep.
moving forward with no guidance, mastering these things. So
No
I think
guide,
that makes us great.
no guidance, bro. We just figuring it out as we go. Thank God for the internet.
I be wondering like how I'm so good at stuff. Sometimes I used to think like sometimes it's like my interest now and my skill now is like reflection of my past self, my future self, like whatever.
Mm.
Like, but if you really just look at it, it is just who I am in my core. I'm just good at the things I try. Like, I think back to school, like everything was always too easy for me, so I didn't really pursue anything. And on the flip side of that, when I learned to apply myself, everything would be great. It'd be even better than when I half-assed it. So it's,
Exactly.
it's all about effort, growth, and confidence. Life is that's what it's all about. I think in my opinion at this point, that's what life for me is about. Just continue to put in the effort, the work, and have that confidence to move forward. I
Hell
think,
yeah, bro.
but yeah, listeners, like I said, we're gonna be this is hopefully one of our last virtual episodes until we do like our little my little master plan I have in mind for the next live show. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we got possibly another live podcast coming up. Of course, more merch. I've been dropping. It's funny. I've been dropping new pieces of merch since I think whenever the first drop was in July. I made a goal to myself to drop a new piece every month, and I've stuck to that. And got some new merch coming in November and December. I already got those pieces made.
I need to get on my game. I think when I move to my new apartment, I'm gonna start coming up with designs, yo. Cause I swear I'm
Good.
gonna get back in my creator's bag, yo. Cause I've been waiting for an opportunity to have a platform to actually design and just put something on a shirt or a sweater, and I'm not using it right now. I really got to get on that.
You think you're just so focused on money and change right now, like everything else doesn't matter?
Yes, yes, yes. I am, bro. I'm so focused on getting money right now. Everything else has taken like a back seat. I want to go back to being a creative and being dedicated to the art, Jeff. I've been
Yeah.
lost by the money.
Do you charge for features and stuff? Do people be like asking you for features and stuff?
I'm not charging right now. I think I want to build some more value
Okay.
um, in my catalog, and I am going to charge eventually. I am very soon, but I want to do that after my first wave of features,
Mm,
because what it is, I want people to get a taste, right? I want people to be like, "Damn, you did a song with all these people. Yo, I got to do a song with him." So then, when
mm.
there's certain people that are like, "Yo, that shit was fire. I got to work with CR." I got to create the demand before I start charging. And the way you do that is by doing some free features first. Because
Yeah.
then not everybody's gonna then people are gonna be like, yo, how do I get a feature? And then not everybody's gonna have an opportunity to do it for free with me. You know what I'm saying? Only select people that I'm working with are gonna get my voice on a record together. You feel me?
It's funny. Like I'm kind of like on the opposite end of the spectrum. Like I've been thinking about the podcast a lot. Like it was my thoughts on it had kind of been on the back burner for a while because I was focusing on writing, and like I really want to expand. I don't want to like switch up anything. I like what we've been doing. Um, like the whole interviews and stuff we were doing, we do like they're fun. But sometimes I just get tired of talking to people. Like it takes a lot of effort to interview, and even though we do it effortlessly, it kind of just gets like draining, and I feel like it kind of got repetitive for a bit. Um, and I've been thinking about like features and stuff because like people have been reaching out to come on the show, and
I get you. I think that's a great idea. I know what you mean. So instead of just only doing guests, do some episodes where we're doing features. I agree with that.
yeah, you know what I mean?
We had some good featured episodes before, and we had so much fun. We should
Yeah,
do that.
yeah. I think we need to do more episodes with podcasters. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I just don't know who I want to talk to. Like, but I don't. It's not even about not knowing. It's just like, how can I say this? I guess it's just really hit or miss. Like whether you have a feature on a song or feature on a podcast, you just don't know how it's going to turn out, right? And I'm trying to get out of the mindset of only working with people with followings because I was once a person. We were once people without followings. I don't think that like the followings determine the value of the conversation, but I don't know. I'm trying not to be like a numbers person, but I'm kind of becoming one because that matters.
It does. I totally not against that. Um, the only time I think is wrong is if you deny somebody because they don't have good numbers. But if you
Right.
choose somebody because they have good numbers, I don't think that's wrong. I think that's smart.
And let's be clear, I haven't like denied anyone like a feature on the show. I'm just considering the options. That's all. Like I want the listeners to have the best experience, and I want to have a good experience. Like this shit is really fun. It's really therapeutic, and it's like if I feel like you can't really bring in any value to the conversation or to my energy, like it's just like what's the point? Because it's gonna sound forced at that point. It's not gonna fit the episode.
Nah, I agree. That's why we can't accept all interviews.
Yeah, niggas want Uncle John back. That was like people hit me like on the side, like, "Yo, that was a good episode." Like he's mad wise.
He is. He's mad wise.
That's
And
like the homie. I can't believe he gave us a ride all the way home. That was a long ass drive.
yo, man, he's a real one, man. I like John, man. He's a good guy, yo. That's why I brought him out, man. I vibed with him. We had a long ride when I first met him, doing Lyft, and we
Yeah.
just talked the whole time. I'm like, man, this guy is cool, yo. So I was just like, yo, and then he told me he did podcast. I'm like, oh, perfect.
Yo, you know who I want to get on the podcast? I don't know this person, but you did a song with him. That song I like. What's his name? Rick something.
Rick B.
Yeah, that song is so fire, man. I just want him on the podcast, man.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him you said that,
Bro, and I need that song on my phone too. That shit is fire, bro.
bro. The only reason I didn't put that joint out yet is because of this. You know what I'm saying? Because of money and like we got to get it mixed and everything like that. You
I'll
know.
pay for that song is fire, yo.
Yo, that's the very next song I'm putting out though. Before I put my EP out for the winter, that song's coming out. It's the very next one.
Yo, listeners, visual people, like yo, CR got some music in the tuck. That's great, man. For
I'm
real.
ready to really catch the vibe for the fall and the winter, man. Like yo, I did the whole summer turn up records, Cinderella, We So Hot. Now I'm in my bag. Fall and winter, I'm in my bag.
I'm curious, was the reception of those songs what you hoped for?
Yes and no. Everybody liked it because it was flashy, it looks good, and it's a turn up record. A lot of people Cinderella did better than We So Hot. Like
Hmm?
not on YouTube, but streaming wise, people love Cinderella, bro. We So Hot was good too, but in my opinion, all of that was just to entertain people and get them set up because they're gonna fall in love with CR.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now I want to get their hearts, and I'm gonna snatch their hearts with my no shit.
Shit. Do you think there's like a healthy amount of narcissism is necessary to win?
Yes,
Think so?
I know so because you have so many people who are gonna tell you that you suck. You're gonna have so many people that tell you that you're not good enough. You're gonna have so many people tell you should give up. You should you should get a regular job, or you're gonna have so much bullshit that if you don't have a little bit of narcissism in you, if you're not a little bit crazy, I think it's kind of hard to completely overcome and combat against all the negativity around us. You
Mm-hmm.
need to have that just a little bit. I'm not saying literally be a narcissist, but you got to be a little arrogant at moments because certain people are going to try you. They're going to criticize you and they're going to make you second guess your ability to perform, your ability to execute the shit that you know you can do.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to flex on these niggas, bro. Sometimes.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot because I feel like that's the side of my mind that's where I'm leaning towards now. Like I don't know how to express my greatness other than a narcissistic way. Like I really can't.
Let it be.
And that paired with like my constant manifestation is just like, how do you want me to feel? You want me to be humble? Like I'm always right. I'm gonna win. Like
I'm not gonna be humble. I'm sorry. Like the only time I'll be humble, the only thing that I will do to be humble, I'll never make somebody else feel bad about themselves. But
right.
you can't fucking tell me or I can't hype myself up, my nigga. I'ma hype myself up all I want. All I want. Who are you to tell me I can't make myself feel good and tell myself I'm the best? Nigga, kiss my ass. I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, if that makes me arrogant, then call me arrogant. I really don't care because I done had all types of people call me all types of names. I done overcame all types of shit. So yeah, I'm gonna hype myself up and be my biggest cheerleader. I don't give a fuck because I don't never put nobody else down. So you can't tell me I'm a bad person or I'm an asshole. I don't put other people down, but I'm gonna put myself up.
Yeah, I don't put other people down, and I feel like you can't really make someone feel a certain way. Like I feel like no one has ever made me feel any type of way about myself other than myself. Like anything has ever been said about me or to me from someone else has never affected me. But yeah, I would never like shit on anyone because I'm not perfect. I'm not anywhere else. But I do think the ability to resist the negative effects of narcissism falls on the person on the receiving end. It's all about who you are. It's about your inner strength and your belief in yourself. Like I feel like if you let anything affect you, I feel like that's kind of like a hint at your insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
If
I
you're
think I actually lost insecurities. I'm not insecure about anything. I think.
I have some insecurities I'm still overcoming, but I'm combating them by doing what I have to do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's what makes me feel secure. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, like there's certain things I don't like about myself physically, but because I'm exercising every day, I feel secure that I'm gonna eventually get where I want to get. So that helps me not feel insecure because I know I'm putting in the work.
Very true. Yeah. Maybe I have insecurities. I just don't have time to worry about that shit. Like
Nah, fuck that shit.
I just like man, when you so focused, you don't want to think or care about anything else other than what you want, man.
Nope. And that's how you're gonna get what you want by staying focused, tunnel vision, bro. Stay focused on your goals, stay focused on everything you want in every aspect. You know what I'm saying? I think about everything that I want, not just music, not just podcasting. I think about the house I want. I think about the kids I want, the wife I want. You know what I'm saying? Like I think about everything because every book I've ever read on manifestation says you got to be specific when you want from the universe.
Mm.
So I always am constantly thinking about the details of my future.
Yeah, I think that's part of getting the journal will really help me be specific about my goals because, I would always think about all the different things I want, but
Yep.
I never really felt like I knew for sure if that's what I wanted. But once you write it down, it's written down. It's never coming back.
Exactly.
So that's kind of what made me help my intentions and what I want from the universe to really be solidified. Truthfully, like that, I really owe this part of my growth, the notebook and writing down stuff to Amelia. Like she's dope, man. I would like to have her back on the podcast.
She's a great person, bro.
And Bless too. Like Bless still promote the episode to this day. Like that's crazy. Like that was like a month ago, it feels like.
See? Because she has such a genuinely good time.
I mean, who doesn't have a good time when they come on the Introverted Intuition podcast? You know what I mean?
You feel me?
I think there's only been one guest that had a bad time. And I had a bad time with her. I ain't like it.
I missed that episode, I
Yeah,
think.
you went. Actually, I would have her back. I would definitely try to have her back. Because it's a different show now. It's a different time. Maybe I'll try to reach out.
Mm,
But
that'd be interesting. I would
yeah,
like to meet her.
yeah, we got our next guest is gonna be Banks, and
On the
then
15th.
I think a week or two after that, that girl Shanae Alexander's gonna come on finally.
I did reach out to Denise, the model. Remember I told you my friend that's a model on Instagram?
Yeah,
She says she wants to do virtual though, and we don't want to do virtual. We want to do it in studio. She says she's only willing to do virtual.
we could go to the studio and she could do virtual, or we could just bite the bullet and do virtual. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, we'll talk about it offline.
Yeah, you got anything you want to shout out?
Definitely look out for my new EP dropping this winter. It's called Cold Hearted. Nothing's online about it right now because I'm currently creating the music for it. But my very next song that I'm coming out featuring Rick B, If You Ever, man, it's gonna be amazing. So be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, just make sure you follow me on Instagram, CR_908.
Yeah, I've been for the long time listeners. I've been talking about this book for a long time. The Avenue, a Personal Dictionary, finally done. Cover's done. Waiting on like maybe one or two more things, and then the publishing phase is really about to go in another week or two. That's on the way, so hopefully you support that. I think it'd be around either between $10 or $15 for the book, something like that. It's gonna be on Amazon. It's gonna
I'm
be
buying my copy. I don't want no free shit. I'm buying my shit.
gonna be in Barnes and Noble. Hopefully they're very strict. Um, and yeah, of course, keep the merchandise. Follow the merch page at introverted merch underscore, or go to teespring.com, type in Introverted Intuition, all the merch will pop up. New merch dropping every month until this year is up. Next year it might slow down, but we'll see. Depends on my motivation. Follow the podcast on Twitter at Introverted Pod, Instagram at Introverted Intuition Pod, YouTube.com/Introverted Intuition. And by the time this drops, actually, when I get off this, our website is gonna be live. We have a website now. Yay.
Let's go.
IntrovertedPod.com for all inquiries, everything, bios about us, our merch, everything. All the updates going to be there. And you could directly access the podcast from that website. So it costs a pretty penny to get made and go live. So I hope you appreciate it, and I hope you support that. And follow me on Instagram at theav360 and Twitter THT that ambitious guy. And that's it. You got anything else for the people before you go? Got any words to the lady listeners?
Um, for my men out there in the world,
Don't sleep.
don't hesitate to praise our women for more than just their sexuality. Praise them for their intellectuality. You know, you see a woman working on her education, working on the promotion, working on anything that reflects some type of internal growth, compliment that woman. Let's not only idolize the physical form of our women. We all know beauty is beauty, but beauty is only skin deep. We need to know what's underneath that.
Facts. And for the fellas and the ladies, don't be a hater, yo. Like, just show support, show genuine love. Even if that said man or said woman is on a quote unquote higher level than you, don't be a hater. Don't shit on them and express your jealousy and your insecurities for your position in life. If there's a woman in a higher position than you, fellas, other ladies too, reach out for them for some game. Figure out how you can get on that level like them. Support them, empower them, and then be able to do the same for you. Like, don't be a hater. Support, appreciate, respect everyone, and don't shoot people, or else you'll end up facing 22 years in prison, like Tory Lanez. That was announced today. Yeah, bye, Tory, you fuck nigga.
Damn, he a Leo too. He not representing right now.
By the way, his music wasn't even that hot for niggas to really even get mad or care about that. Like, I think no one's really gonna miss him.
I disagree because I do think he was talented, but his personality was so trash. It just kind of like downplayed his music for me, personally speaking. But I could say I definitely have a lot of Tory Lanez songs that I like. Not even gonna style, but
I,
like
Yeah, I never thought he wasn't talented. I just didn't think his music left the impact like other niggas for Toronto, for example. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
But yeah, just respect people, show support, show love, work with your friends as much as you can, because between me and CR, one of us is gonna make it first. And I like if I make it first, CR's coming up with me. I'm sure he feels the same way. And just be loyal and be respectful to your friends and your people always.
Yeah.
You never know.
It's like this, man. It's like you don't put all your eggs in one basket, man. If one of us makes it, we all make it because we're gonna pull each other up. There's no way we're not gonna make it. It's like there's no way. There's no way. It's just no way.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. But yeah, if you enjoyed this podcast, do all that shit we said earlier. Follow us, support us, and we love y'all. We see y'all next time in the studio. My brother, have a good night, y'all.
Have a good night.
All right, y'all.